YouTubers, welcome back to Countdown to Christmas. This is number 4 and it's Sunday and it's a little bit late because I had so much to do today. Sunday is the only day that my husband has off, so we are busy doing things like putting up Santas and things like that. And at the end of this video, if you want to stick around, I will take you on a tour of my decorated Christmas home. Woohoo! So today we're going to make these little boxes. Aren't these cute? So these are gift boxes. Now, you can make these in any size you want. Literally. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these boxes. You don't need a die. You don't need anything. This is exactly how I make my card boxes. It's how I make all kinds of boxes. These boxes are actually, I'm going to show you what they are. They are little card holders that I made for some friends of mine that are all affirmations from my stamps. So I just stamped these out quick, 100% chance that you got this. Just little things. This too shall pass. Don't hate yourself. There are better people to hate. I do a lot of do small things with great love. You are the hero of your own story. Dreams do come true. Okay? So this is a little box of affirmations. You know, same thing in here. You can make these the size of a gift card. You can make them whatever size you want. So here's the trick, and I'm going to put this at the end of my video, or I will put it down below. What you're going to do, no matter how big you want to make it, what you're going to do, I'm looking for a card. Okay, so what you're going to do is you make the card 1 inch bigger on either side this way and 1 inch bigger on either side that way. I wanted these boxes to be, let's see how big I made these boxes. So these little boxes are 3, I think they're 3 by 2.5. Yes, they are. They're 3 by 2.5. Okay? So if you wanted to make them gift card size, you're going to make them 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 3.5. Okay? In order to get a gift card in there. All right? So these pieces of paper, in order for these to be 3 by 2.5, are 5 by 4.5. Okay? And both pieces of paper are exactly the same size. All right? And I'm going to show you how to do this. All right? So here we go. So now you're going to get your scoreboard out. You have 2 pieces of paper. Whatever size you want to make the box, they are 2 inches bigger than the dimensions of the bottom of the box. All right? 2 inches bigger than the dimensions of the bottom of the box, because I want these to be 3 inches long, 3 inches long by 2.5 inches wide. Okay? So my pieces of paper are 5 by 4.5. If you want it to be for a gift card, you're going to want it to be 5.5 inches long, okay? 5.5 inches long by 4 1/4 inches wide, because that is 2 inches bigger than a gift card. All right. So you can take your piece of paper for the bottom. This is for the bottom. And what you're going to do is you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1, literally all the way around. 1/2 inch and 1, 1/2 inch and 1, all the way around, 1/2 inch and 1. And you want this to be pretty heavy cardstock. So I think this is 100-pound cardstock. Came out of a pack that I did. Okay, 1/2 pound cardstock. So this is the bottom. And so when I do that, we're going to do this. Look at that. The middle comes out 3 inches by 2.5. What do you know? Now, in order to make a lid, this is what you're going to do. Now, this is one of the few times I'm ever going to stand up and show you something. Now, you see on your scoreboard how between 0 and that first 1/8 of an inch, you've got this little thing here. What you want to do is you want to pull it out so it's lined up with that first little notch there, okay? Pulled out with that first little notch, okay? On the first 2 sides. What you're doing is you're easing the side just a little tiny bit so that you can get the lid on, okay? Get your lid on, get your lid on. So we're gonna pull it out a little bit. Then we're gonna do the same thing, 1/2 and 1. It's gonna make this piece just a little bit skinnier, okay? And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna turn it 90 degrees. We're gonna do the same thing, pulling it out to here, lining it up. Do it at 1/2 and 1. Now, for the next 2 sides, we're just gonna ram it right in there. If you do it on all 4 sides, your lid will be too big. Okay, 1/2 and 1. 1/2 and 1. I learned this trick from Sam Calcott of Mixed Up Craft in the UK. It works every time. Every time it works. Okay, so this is your bottom, this is your lid. It does not matter which one you're going to do next. Okay, but you are going to take out your scissors. Now, this is what you're going to do first. You're going to take it, and again, here I am standing up. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut the line away. You see the line? See the line? See the line? And you're going to cut the line away. It does not matter which side you do this on, and I will show you that. Okay? What you're doing is you're making a tab. Okay? And I'll show you how you're going to be making a tab. I like to do the cutting away first because if I don't, I mess up the tab. Okay? So here we go. This is what we're doing. Okay? So we're going to cut all the line away. See, we're cutting the line away. This is what I mean by cutting the line away. See on this one where I did not cut the line away? You want to cut the line off. Okay? It makes your box neater. Believe me. Okay? So we're going to cut the line away. All right? Cut the line away. Now, there's another place we're going to cut it away. What we're going to do is we're going to cut it a little bit sideways. Okay? I'm going to take a little wedge off. There we go. And we're going to take a little wedge off. Okay? Taking a little wedge off on both corners. There we go. So what we're doing is we're cutting another wedge. So what we're doing is we're cutting off another wedge. We're getting rid of the paper we don't need. See, I goofed. I didn't cut the line away. What you're doing is you're cutting the line away. See? You're cutting the line away. We're cutting a little wedge. There we go. So we're cutting the line away. No, don't do that one. See, that's why you don't want to do this, because you goof. Okay, all right, so you should have a piece of paper like this. Ignore that last cut, all right? So it's going to end up looking like this. Now, except for this one, now what you're going to do is you're going to cut along the line. And we're going to do this. Okay? So we're cutting a little wedge. We're cutting a little wedge and we're making a tab. See? A little wedge and we're going to make a tab. And I'm going to show you how to fix that one in case you do what I did. Okay? So we're going to cut along, cutting away the line. See? I'm going to make a little tab. So it doesn't really matter which way you're lines go. So on this one, I've already cut this. So we're just going to put the tab on this side. So we're going to cut that side and we're going to put the wedge here. Okay, there we go. In case. It would be better if all the tabs were in the same direction, but sometimes you just goof. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing over here. So you're going to pick a side, but that is indeed why. So you can just get to cutting, and that's the problem. And we're going to do the same thing. See, we're going to make all, we're going to decide which side's going to have the 2 fur and which side is going to have the 1 fur. Whoops, don't do that. And you can see, you can tell this one's the lid. See, this one's thick, this one's thin. Man on a Galloping Horse is not going to look inside the box, so it's not going to matter. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is how you do this, is you decide. I like to do the wedges all on one side and then do them on the other, and that's how I got confused, as I kept spinning the piece of paper. Okay, so see, there's that side. Now you turn it, if you turn it all around first, that's how you avoid cutting it wrong. Yep. Right or left-handed doesn't matter. So I'm actually left-handed, but I use my scissors that way. Okay, ready? All right, so along the line, we're cutting out the line, see? And then we're cutting a little wedge. And then we're cutting out the wedge in the back. See? Okay. Cutting the wedge. Cutting out the line makes your box really neat. Okay, turning it this way so we get all the tabs going in the same direction. There we go. We're going to do the lid right, so at least you can do that. So here you go. Here we go. There you go. Okay, so you can cut off the tab. All right, so there you have it. You have a lid, you have a bottom. All right, now you're gonna scoop up all your pieces because this is easy. Now you're gonna burnish, and take your burnisher and you are going to burnish all the bits. All right. This is always good because it helps those of us who have sore fingers. Yeah. All right. Burnishing, burnishing, burnish all the way. Oh, what fun it is to burnish on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, I don't know if you could burnish on a one-horse open sleigh, she says, taking the question seriously. So there's that one. You could freeze on a one-horse open sleigh, and I have done that. Friends of mine in Danville, Vermont own Bergerons. They're a kind of huge Belgian horse. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're known for them. They used to use them to sugar, and now they just show them. Bergerons of Sugar Ridge. Beautiful horses. But oh man, they're huge horses. Yes, they are. All right, now that one's all done. Keep your burnisher out because you're gonna need it. All right, your glue, okay? Now, this is what you're gonna do. One side with the tabs, you can just glue right down. So, you can just take some glue, wiggle it in there. I like to do this I was taught to make books. That's how I got into paper crafting, as I was a bookbinder. Because I made a lot of little journals and things. And maybe after Christmas, I'll teach y'all how to do that. But one of the things you want to do when you're doing bookbinding is you like to make sure that things are really flat and there are no bubbles, because it makes sense. It makes a difference when you're trying to get things to lie flat. Okay, so now you're going to fold up your tabs. Don't necessarily need to be burnished, but there you go. All right, now you're going to put some glue on this side, a little bit on this side, okay, a little bit on this side of the tab so it sticks on the inside. Now, you can actually do that. What I like to do is I like to hold it upright. Can you all see this? Can you all see this? Okay, so hold it upright, 90-degree angle, and then flip the box, the insides. You're going to fold your flippers, fold the tabs in. Fold your flippers in. Everybody fold your flippers in. Okay, and then push on the inside here. What works the best is if you take your burnisher. I like, frankly, the inside because it gets right in that corner, and you're going to push that down. Okay, when you hold it upright, go away, little pin. When you hold it upright, it makes sure that you've got a right corner on it. See? There you go. So now we're going to do the other side of the box. Same idea here. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on there, a little bit of glue on there, whole bunches of glue on here. Okay. This is just fun little gift wraps. Now we're going to hold this upright. Make sure it's square. You'll know if it's not square because your flap won't close. Okay, I'm gonna put this flap in here. There it is. Push it in, burnish it again. If you have too much glue, the glue will squish out the sides. But you don't need nearly as much glue as you think. And at the same time, when you burnish it like this, the glue spreads more evenly. That's why you see a lot of bookmakers use brayer, or they use something called a burin, which is a big round thing on their covers and stuff. What they're doing is they're spreading the glue around so it's flat. So it isn't like lumps of glue that you can then see. Okay. There you go. Ta-da! I'm pretty sure this looks like the top to me. Okay, same thing on this side, but on this side what we've got is we've got tabs going into all the sides. So we can't just glue some down because we've got tabs going into all the sides. Okay, the tabs help hold the box together. So I mean, that's fine. It just is, it helps hold the box together. So on this one, we're going to do the whole thing upright. So again, holding it upright. Sometimes one of the things you're going to have to do is fold these back a little bit so you can see what you're doing. And I can see what I'm doing. And you can see what I'm doing. Always good. Again, pushing down, pushing this down. There we go. Didn't that stick nice? See, there's only one tab in here on this side. And in this case, like as I said, it doesn't really matter where the tabs go as long as you get the tabs on the inside of the box. So on this one, now on this side, we've got two tabs. See? Like it's supposed to be. All right. A little more glue. Glue on the tabs. Maybe a little little glue here. All right. Again, upright. And it's ticky-tacky little boxes. So there are a number of places that make dies for this if this looks too complicated to you. Okay? And that's okay. iCrafter has a really cool little box set out that you can make these little boxes. It does all the cutting for you and all the measuring for you, but you can't tell it what size to make. Lawn Fawn has a set out. I don't know if MFT does. Cat Scrappiness, I think, does. Okay, so for this one, for this side, we only have one. Oh, for this one, we don't have a tab on this side. We have a tab on this side, but not on that side. So I like to just keep going around. No, making sure. The tabs also finish off the corners nice. So it not only holds the box together, but it finishes off the corners nice. Because it makes sure that there are solid corners. Okay. Here we go. Last corner. Last side. Here we go. There we go. Squishy, squishy. Now it'll take a little while for these to dry completely, but basically also when you squish it down, it makes it really nice. Yep, see, I was right. And this was the bottom, the first one was the top. There you go. Perfect fit. Ta-da! There you have it. And now you can decorate it any way you want. Like this one, this was a cut apart that came in this kit. Well, paper pack actually. This one was also a cut apart, was one of the cut aparts that came with this paper. This is obviously all the same kit. As I said, you can make any kind of little thing that you want. But literally, as long as the you take the size of the box that you want to have, and you take the measurements of the bottom, add an inch on either side, on either side. So you double that measure, double just the bottom measurement. So I hope that made sense. Add 2 inches to each measurement, and that's the size of the paper. Then you score it at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, cut it out the way I showed you, and you will have a tiny little box. I hope you enjoyed my video for today. If you want to continue the countdown to Christmas, I'm going to make a playlist at the end, and so you can have all of these together. Enjoy. Have a great day. More coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is cards again. Talk to you later.